built a porch from barnwood gray, hung wildflowers that never fade. The roof still leaks when the rain gets mad, but you laugh and say, ain't that bad. You read your books by the window frame. I fixed the fence, call the cows by name. We don't talk much about someday, 'cause baby, this is our always. We don't wear rings, we don't toast vows. No preachers here, just creaking sounds of floors that learned our rhythm slow, of hearts that bloom and never show. We don't need promises to steer, just every morning you're still here. You hum that tune with a coffee pot, barefoot dancing in a polka dot. I carve a birdhouse, you paint the stars. We make a home from secondhand parts. There's a note you wrote taped to the wall. Don't forget we got it all. No gold, no fame, no grand parade, just time and breathe and love homemade. We don't wear rings, we don't sign names. Our love ain't caught in picture frames, but damn if it don't hold me tight when cold creeps in at end of night. No forever tattooed in ink, just two old mugs in the kitchen sink, and this one truth that makes it clear every morning you're still here. Some folks chase the fireworks high, but we found magic in bacon and rye, in the way your hair smells in July, and how you whisper stay with your eyes. We don't need crowds, we don't need cheer, just morning light and you still near. No wedding dress, no diamond flare, just flannel shirts and porch rocking chairs. If love's a home, then we're both keys, and this old life's our symphony. You don't say much, but it's crystal clear. Every morning, you're still here.
Saw you last night in that corner bar. Same old smile, same broken star. You raised your glass, I froze in place. Damn, time's been kind to your face. We talk like strangers who once knew how to dance slow in dusty shoes. Laughed a bit, then paused too long, like a verse that forgot its song. We were almost forever, damn near the story they'd remember. But almost don't keep fires warm, and maybe don't survive the storm. I still hear your name in old songs played on jukebox hearts in towns that fade. We had the spark, we missed the weather. Yeah, we were almost forever. You said you got 2 kids and a dog. I smiled and sipped my second shot. I lied and said I'm doing fine, but hell, I still write your name in lines. We both know what could have been if pride had let forgiveness in. But now we're just used to be in someone else's memory. We were almost forever, almost the line in the love letter, but we folded the page too soon and lost each other under the moon. I still wear the shirt you stole from me and curse the days I let you leave. Some love just ain't that clever. Ours was almost forever. another life, I'd hold your hand without the fight. But fate ain't kind to those who wait, and too late came right on time. We were almost forever, like autumn leaves that missed the tether. We drifted far on winds unsaid, now we toast to what we left at. And when this night fades into dawn, you'll walk away and I'll move on, but I'll whisper your name in the letter of a heart that remembers almost forever. Out by the creek, under old oak shade, where our names are carved deep in the bark. Sunsets painted our dreams in amber and jade. In that wild land we sparked a light in the dark. The shadow haunts these empty cabins, whispers in the wind, through broken panes, echoes of laughter, ghost of a scar. The heart remembers, the soul retains. Those gravel roads knew our footsteps well, to a quiet porch where time did swell. But seasons turn, as did your gaze. Now I'm wading through these lonesome days. The shadow haunts these fading trails, dancing in the dust kicked up by my heels. Underneath the brim of my weathered hat lies the burdened eyes that can't look back. By the old corral I pause and sigh, lone stallion against the vast cruel sky. Rain whispers secrets to the thirsty ground. In the symphony of sorrow I am bound. Shadow haunts, yet I roam these parts with echoes of hooves and a shattered heart, riding through the memories under stars so grand. A cowboy shadow forever damned. So here's to the wind, my only friend tonight. Carry these songs of a lost love's plight to the horizon where past and present blend. His shadow and mine till the very end. In the hush of dawn neath the old oak sway, I found her scarf blue as the new day. Memories flood like the creek after rain, of laughter shared on this dusty plain. She danced with the wind
where the wildflowers lay, in a town too quiet where her shadow stays. Oh, her shadow stays, though she's gone away, in the corners of the night, in the edges of the day. On the old porch swing, I can hear her say, love like ours, darling, it never fades. But the wind's a cruel player with the games it plays. She's a fading trail, but her shadow stays. The old cabin stands on the gravel road, windows blank stare, bear stories untold. Where we once were fire, now's but ash and dust. Her laughter's echo, a ghostly gust. Echoes of footsteps in the sunset's blaze. She rode into the horizon, but her shadow stays. Yes, her shadow stays as a daylight phrase, in the whisper of the leaves, in the silence of the graves, on the empty bed where the cool breeze plays. Love finds its rest, darling, she'd phrase. But my heart's left wandering through a lonesome maze. She's a song that ends, but her shadow stays. Now I roam these lands astray without a home, chasing echoes and a ghost in the twilight's comb, where the rivers sing and the mountains gaze. I look for her in the dawn's soft rays. Still her shadow stays in the quiet ways, in the rustle of the oaks, where the old dog lays, as the night descends, as the cold air sways. Love's a lasting light, darling, my heart curves. Though I walk alone where the coyote brays, in the whispers of the wind her shadow stays.
Underneath the shadow of the old oak tree, there's a scarf you left, now part of the breeze. Scarlet like a sunset, it whispers and sighs, echoes of your laughter in the whispering ride. That old porch creaked under secret sweet share as dust danced in the light, like soft ash in the air. Oh, how the dust bleeds, just like my heart, on trails long faded, where we're worlds apart. Every step on these gravel roads, a solemn creed, underneath these vast skies, where the old winds plead. The cabin stands empty where our whispers once laid, windows staring blankly where our shadows would wade. An old saddle untouched rests by the cold hearth, a relic arise through wildflower paths. Now rain taps like Morse code on the tin roof above, playing tunes of a time when I knew your love. Oh, how the dust bleeds, just like my heart, on trails long faded, where we're worlds apart. Every step on these gravel roads,
a solemn creep underneath these vast skies where the old winds plead. Now I ride through the twilight where the silence is deep. The echoes of my heartbeats are the company I keep. As the night claims the colors and shadows intertwine, I find solace in the stars, your memory divine. Oh, how the dust bleeds, and so do I, in the echoes of the land, under the vast twilight sky. With each gust of wind I face what I've lost. Dust bleeds like tears on the crosses I've crossed. And in the quiet, the end of day, please set free the memories like old oak leaves.
In the shadow of the oak where the wild roses bloom, the thorn sleeps under the crescent moon. Her scarf still dances on that old porch swing where we carved our names in the spring of 15. The smell of rain on that dusty trail, echoes of laughter, a love bound to fail. Old thorn sleeps, but my heart's wide awake, tangled in memories I can't forsake. The wind whispers secrets I promised to keep, now they're buried deep where thorn sleeps. Years rode away on a sorrow-soaked steed, left me with silence and a heart that still bleeds. That gravel road, now overgrown, leads to a cabin withered and alone. Saddles gather dust in a corner unseen, like the faded trails of those sweet dreams. Thorn sleeps, and here I stand, holding on to shadows in a forsaken land. The sun sets fire to my unspoken needs, casting long shadows where thorn sleeps. One day past the edge of the dawn to where old ghosts and yesterday's gone, but tonight my resolve turns weak in the quiet whispers where thorn sleeps. Yes, thorn sleeps beneath the stars' endless sweep, in a bed of secrets too heavy, too deep. As the moon climbs high and the night owl weeps, I find no peace while thorn sleeps. I'll keep riding through memories cheap, forever haunted where thorn sleeps.
out where the oak tree marks the bend, underneath that western sky. We carved our names, swore our love would never end. In the shadow of July, old porch creaking, whispers in the breeze. That dusty road knew all our dreams. Here on this lost trail left behind, memories like ghost towns fill my mind. Every sunset's a shade of her eyes. Tears fall like rain from these dusty skies. This heart rides alone, the past it can't rewind. On this lost trail, this lost trail left behind. Years roll like thunder through these hills, echoes of her laughter in the wind. Faded scarf she left on the windowsill, each threadbare strand a whisper of what's been. The cabin's empty, like the space beside me, where she used to lie. My dreams now reside quietly. Here on this lost trail left behind, memories like ghost towns fill my mind. Every sunset's a shade of her eyes. Tears fall like rain from these dusty skies. This heart rides alone, the past it can't rewind. On this lost trail, this lost trail left behind. Sometimes the heart's a lonesome rider, chasing shadows, but the night's just hide her. And these whispers in the gust of prairie wind speak of a love that won't come around again. Here on this lost trail left behind, gravel roads stretch out with no sign. I keep riding where the stars no longer find the man I was when she was mine. Here on this lost trail, forever confined. I'm just a shadow on the lost trail left behind. On this lost trail, this lost trail left behind.
Shadows lay long by the gravel road where our hearts went strong. We carved our names in the old porch wood under skies so vast, swore we always would. But the winds got a way of wearing down stone and the dust too thick, where I now roam alone. Back road died young, left the wildflowers unsung. That old cabin's empty like the words on my tongue. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf you wore. Every mile I ride, I'm missing you more. This heart rides trails of a lonesome song. Back road died young, and I'm barely holding on. I've seen rain wash the old tracks clear, and the saddles worn from those bold yesteryears. The echoes fade down Mustang Creek. No laughter floats, no whispers speak. Where we once danced, the shadows now fall, with nothing but silence for an old cowhand's call. Back road died young, left the wildflowers unsung. That old cabin's empty like the words on my tongue. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf you wore. Every mile I ride, I'm missing you more. This heart rides trails of a lonesome song. Back road died young, and I'm barely holding on. If these boots could tread back through time, I'd find that dusty path where your hand slipped from mine. Maybe under that endless prairie sky, I'd tell you all the things I couldn't before goodbye. Back road died young, with our dreams left hung on a branch of that oak where our song was sung. Now every nightfall, your absence I mourn, by the ghost of that back road where our love was born. This heart rides trails of a lonesome song. Back road died young, where I'll always belong.
On the edge of the Calico Basin, under shadows of oak trees grown wild, I found a scar faded red like the sunset, where once laughter danced soft and mild. Her voice still haunts every whisper of the wind that sweeps through this place, where gravel roads kiss the dust of my boots, and I long for a long vanished grace. The canyon held tight to our secrets in the echoes of old coyote cries, where the riverbed's dry but remembers tears from the stars falling out of my skies. Saddles and memories both weathered and worn on this trail where her laughter once lied. The canyon held tight, oh so tight to her light, as the sun slowly dipped and died. These hills recall each step we wander through wildflowers that now no longer bloom. An empty cabin with its porch still swaying holds a ghost of your perfume. I ride these paths along with the silence, each hoofbeat a beat out of time, chasing the whispers of what we once were, in a land too rugged, too sublime. The canyon held tight to our secrets in the echoes of old coyote cries, where the riverbed's dry but remembers tears from the stars falling out of my skies. Saddles and memories both weathered and worn on this trail where her laughter once lied. The canyon held tight, oh so tight to her light, as the sun slowly dipped and died. Now the dust settles deep as the twilight encroaches, and the oak trees cast shadows like old lonesome coaches. Each night under stars I confess to the skies, I'm just a shadow that's lost where the old river lies. The canyon holds tight and I can't seem to free the bonds of her memory fading with me. As dust pulls the curtain and night claims the cries, the canyon holds tight just like the goodbye. Oh, the canyon still whispers, echoes entwined of the love once lived here and now left behind.
Out where the oak trees shadow the dusty road, I met her laugh under the gold of a setting sun. The breeze carried tales from those weathered stones of her eyes, like the wild creeks where dreams would run. But her laugh said nothing of the coming night, no whisper of winters, no trace of the frost. Underneath the starlight where our hands felt right, her laugh said nothing when everything was lost. We traded promises on the old porch swing, scarves that smelled of pine, tales of springs to come. One morning the saddle lay cold, no echo in her steps, left a cabin empty as the prayers I'd hung. Her laugh said nothing of the empty rooms, no hint of the dust that would settle our dreams. Where once her warmth bloomed through the glooms, now just shadows play where our laughter had been. Now I wander these trails, gravel underfoot, each stone of memory, sharp as the day. As the sunset bleeds over land she once stood, I know part of me was lost, part forever will stay. Her laugh said nothing and the silence grew, a canyon deep where my echoes fall. In the tender quiet, I still look for her hue. Her laugh said nothing, and yet it took all. In the whispers of the wind, I still call her name. Her laugh said nothing, still I loved her just the same.
In the shadow of the oak where we once lay, the grass still whispers secrets of that day. Beneath the white unforgiving azure sky, a rusted porch swing creaks an old goodbye. Your scarf had danced a wild crimson weave, as silent as the wind watched me leave. The wind knows the weight of untold tales, carrying love lost in its lonesome gales, whistling through the hollows of this heart, where echoes of your laughter slowly part. I ride on secrets that deceive. Every mile the wind watched me leave. Now the trails blur where your laughter rang. Gravel roads washed out after the rain. That cabin stands emptied by the ridge, windows staring out like ghosts adrift. Saddle worn from all the years I grieved. In the silence, the wind watched me leave. The wind knows the weight of untold tales, carrying love lost in its lonesome gaze, whistling through the hollows of this heart, where echoes of your laughter slowly part. Through the dusk, your phantom I perceive. There in the dust, the wind watched me leave. By the flicker of the campfire's glow, I see your face in the fire's ebb and flow. A soul set free yet chained to past regret. The wind's soft sigh, a tune I can't forget. So I'll wander, let these old boots weave, paths and lands where only spirits grieve. Each setting sun dips in gold to deceive, and in its dying light the wind watches me. Yes, forevermore the wind watched me leave. Oh, how silently the wind watched me grieve. In the dusk, by the whisper of Oak Creek, where the shadows of oak trees start to sneak, I recall her scarf, blue as the twilight sky, and the rye we held tight, my love and I. Her laughter mingled with the rustling leaves, echo softly where my heart still grieves. Oh, I held tight in hands so warm, now just a whisper in the storm. Her love a fading trail in my mind, in the solitude that I find. Oak Creek, carry my sorrow tonight. Under the stars, oh, I held tight. Seasons turned and the wild rye grew tall on the path to that old empty cabin's call. The porch creaks with tales it yearns to tell, of sweet hellos and that hard farewell. The saddle sits dusty, the reins lay still. Life moves on, but my heart never will. Oh, I held tight in hands now cold in this quiet town where memories unfold. Her love a fading trail in my mind, in the loneliness that I find. Oak Creek, carry my sorrow tonight. Under the moon's soft silver light, and the wind whispers
those lost sweet times. I'm just a shadow in this land, roaming free, holding on to what can no longer be. Oh, I held tight through years gone by, where dreams are kept and lovers sigh. Her love a trail I wandered blind, in the echoes of what's left behind. No creek, carry my heart with a knife, under the stars. Oh, I held tight, forever held. Oh, I held tight. Out by the old split rail, where the bluebells sleep and oak trees stand scars deep, where hearts once spoke, beneath its shade our whispered dreams did we. In the dust of dawn, where our love awoke, I wore a grin wide as the river's bend, your scarf a-fluttering red against the sky. Promises as endless as the land we'd tend, now just a cracked frame that flew with the July. Oh, my heart rides these winds, a lonesome sound, over gravel roads where our laughter's drowned. Sunset bleeds like the tears we used to shed, underneath the endless aching sky we wed. Came upon that cabin, walls now lean, the porch still groans under the weight of ghosts. Once a haven, our secluded evergreen, now it whispers with the solitude it hosts. The saddle sits untouched by time's harsh gale, as if waiting for your gentle hand's return. But the trails we rode together have grown pale, in the silence even bravest fires burn. Oh, my heart rides these winds, a lonesome sound, over gravel roads where our laughter's drowned. Sunset bleeds like the tears we used to shed, underneath the endless aching sky we wed. In the quiet towns where shadows play, I find pieces of you slipping through the fray. Dance, a glance, a smile once shared, lost in the winds like dust unprepared. So my heart rides these winds, a lonesome sound, every sunset a memory as the world spins round. A cracked frame, a fleeting whisper of love once read, beneath the boundless aching sky forever we tread. Cracked frame flew with the wind, saddle alone, my heart's forever spent. With the dust I ride into the sunset's glow, where our soul song plays on, and ever will I know. In the shadow of the oak tree, where we swore our souls to keep, lies a cabin empty-hearted, where the weeping willows weep. Beneath the porch where we once danced, the boards recall your steps, and every gust of prairie wind whispers of the secrets we kept. Oh, silence forgot the songs we sang beneath the crimson skies, but I remember every verse echoing in my lonesome cries. Your scarf still clings to the saddle horn, blue as the falling night, while I ride the trails of yesterday, guided by fading light. The gravel roads we wandered, now overgrown and less defined, like the path our love meandered, leaving our promises behind. The rains that wash the dusty plains can't cleanse my haunted mind, for in the storms I see your face, and peace I cannot find. Oh, silence forgot the songs we sang beneath the crimson skies, but I remember every verse echoing in my lonesome cries. Your scarf still clings to the saddle horn, blue as the falling night, while I ride the trails of yesterday, guided by fading light. By the riverside of memory, where the waters run so deep, I saw a reflection fleeting fast, swept away in a silent sweep. And in that moment, stark and clear, I knew what I must do to live the songs we left unsung, and to find a trail anew. Oh, silence forgot the songs we sang beneath the endless skies, and I'll carry every verse till the day my weary spirit lies. Now your scarf flies free from the saddle, lost like the whispers of the dove, as I roam this world, a shadow man, chasing the ghost of lost love.
In the shadow of the oak, by the creek where whispers talk, I carved our names in the old gray bark with a shaky, hopeful hand. The cabin with its creaking boards sat hollow on the ridge, where the sunset bleeds through lonely panes and the wind sings through the sash. Oh, that empty bed called my name, like a lonesome haunting frame, in the quiet room where we lay our dreams. Now dust covers all we claim. The stars above the wildlands, once our hearts they did tame, now they just flicker in distant sky, while that empty bed calls my name. The saddle hangs untouched, its leather cracked by time, the trail we rode together now a fading line. Your scarf still lies upon that chair, its color worn by sun. Oh, how these silent echoes mock what we had begun. Oh, that empty bed called my name in the whispers of the rain, every drop of memory falling sweet, mingled with my pain. The porch still holds your laughter in the creases of its frame, while the night air carries the weight of words, and that bed whispers my name. I wander through these empty rooms where shadows play old tunes, the dusted dances with the ghost of you under the melancholy moon. This heart once wild as desert blooms, now withers in its cage, bound by the silence left behind, by the turning of the page. That empty bed called my name through the thunder and the rain, each thunderclap a heartbeat lost, a love I can't reclaim.
As twilight paints the sky's last light and stars begin their wane, I hear the echo of that empty bed where once we lay. Now just my pain. So here's to the roads, both gravel and game, to the love that rode, then drifted away. As the dust settles deep and the night claims its reign, that empty bed calls my name. Calls my name.
Screen door still creaks like it used to when you'd run out barefoot in the dew. Your laughter lived in every board. Now silence echoes more and more. The porch swing sways like it knows your name, still dances in that old time frame. I sat and watched the fireflies and heard your voice in the wind's disguise. The porch still remembers how we kissed in late September. Your head on my chest, the sky burnt red. Now it's just ghosts and things unsaid. The rocking chair don't ask me why, but it groans like it's about to cry. Yeah, this old house don't feel like timber. It breathes. It aches, it still remembers. Your coffee cup still on the sill. That rose you dried, it's hanging still. The light you loved in the kitchen, babe, still floods the floor the same old way. I fixed the roof you always nag, but some holes just ain't meant to patch. Like the one you left inside my chest, where love once lived now lays to rest. The porch still remembers all our storms and all our embers. The way you'd hum that country song, barefoot twirling all night long. Now it just creaks when no one's near and echoes back the yesteryear. This ain't a house, it's love's old ember, burning slow. Yeah, it still remembers. I don't come here to rewind, just to touch what you left behind. If these walls could write a letter, they'd say we almost made it better. The porch still remembers, and it ain't forgiving, but it's tender. It don't blame, it don't cry, it just holds time as it goes by. So I'll sit here till the sun sets low, with your name in every shadow. And though you're gone, I still surrender to this porch. It still remembers.
Out by the old bent creek, where the wild oak shadows lay, I first saw Rye in the blush of a dusk-kicked day. her laughter a melody, over the clover light and free, dance through the goldenrod, boundless as the prairie sea. Oh, I walked away under a heavy slate gray sky, left her scarf on the porch rail, didn't even say goodbye. Now the wind whispers secrets through the saddles hung on the wall, echoes of her footsteps in the twilight shadows fall. Years rolled on like tumbleweeds across these quiet plains. The cabin by the creek stands empty when it rains, where once our dreams hung thick like smoke around the fire's glow. Now only silence speaks in the places we used to go. Oh, I walked away, leaving nothing but her trace in the sunset's bleeding red over this forsaken place, and the gravel roads they mourn as I tread them once more, each step away from her heavier than the one before. By the old gnarled oak I carved our names inside a heart, vows whispered to the wind, now just echoes drifting apart. As the stars peer down like eyes that pity from above, I reckon the hardest trails are the ones walked without love. Yes, I walked away, and the skies they wept that day as I watched the dust rise along the road that led her away. Now each sunset's fire and every star up in the sway, they just remind me, right, you walked away. Right, you walked away. Out by the old Dunn's River, where the oak trees guard the sky, there's a shack with broken windows where we watch the world go by. Your scarf still on the porch swing, dances with a whispering wind, each way a ghostly echo of your laughter once penned. But the whiskey said nothing as I called out your name into the cold night air, where only silence came. And these hills hold your shadow like the moon clings to the night. Oh, the whiskey said nothing, but your memory holds tight. Remember how the dust rose underneath our dancing feet. Now the gravel road's deserted, just like the heart you chose to cheat. The rains came through in April, washed your footsteps from the lane, left me with these old echoes
and a soul that won't stop the pain. Yes, the whiskey said nothing as I whispered soft and low to the emptiness beside me, where your warmth used to glow. Now each sunset's just a picture where our past and sorrow blend. Oh, the whiskey said nothing, but I'm still talking to the wind. So I'll saddle up come morning, leave behind this haunted room where every creaking floorboard sounds just like you're leaving tune. Maybe out past Carson's Ridge or across the Mesa's crown, I'll find peace in wandering where your ghost can't track me down. Still the whiskey says nothing as the stars watch me weep on a bed of cold regrets where your love's a dream I keep. And these trails may fade behind me, but my heart's bound to your spell. Oh, the whiskey said nothing, but it keeps your secrets well. In the twilight's last gleaming, as I ride through lonesome lands, the whiskey says nothing, but I still see your hands.
In the shade of an old oak tree, I carved our names so wild and free, under skies too vast to claim, by the porch where the lilies came. Your scarf danced with a prairie wind in that dusty town where my dreams thinned, and the cabin stood on the weeping bend where our summer love was supposed to mend. Hollow heart, listen to the crackle of leaves, saddles and memories bound by silent thieves. Every sunset bleeds a little of your light as the shadows steal the edges of the night. Now the oak tree's grown, the name's barely seen. The porch gave way like those visions in between. Gravel roads lead to towns with no cheer, and the cabin's empty, echoing what's no longer here. Rain taps on the window like your fingers drumming soft, each droplet a reminder of what we've lost. Hollow heart, listen to the crackle of leaves, saddles and memories swept away in silent grief. Every sunset bleeds a little of your light, and I'm just a shadow lost to the night. Was it the wanderer, or the stain that tore us apart, or the quiet of a promise breaking slowly in the dark? Echoes of your laughter, they haunt the dusty trails where my hollow heart will listen as all else failed. Hollow heart, listen. Oh, how it hurt, the unspoken goodbyes in the absence of words. Every sunset I still
steals a piece of my mind as I let go your hand into the fading light.
There's an oak tree just past the hill where silence talks and time stands still. Its roots hold stories left unsaid and bark like paper for the dead. I rode there slow, my hat pulled low, the sky burned gold, the wind moved slow. I pulled my knife and carved one line, the name I swore was once just mine. I buried my name beneath the oak. No cross, no stone, no preacher spoke. Just one last breath, one last vow to leave behind the man I was somehow. I didn't cry, I didn't choke, just carved and dug in prairie smoke. No eulogy, no farewell cloak. I buried my name beneath the oak. The grass was tall, the dust ran deep, the sky looked down as if to weep. The crows flew low, the breeze was dry, and somewhere coyotes said goodbye. I left no note, no kiss, no trail, just sad old creeks and one exhale. And if they ever ask of me, say he rode west where souls run free. I buried my name beneath the oak, where hearts go quiet and fire folks spoke, where thunder dreams and horses roam, and men like me find peace alone. Don't sing no song, don't light no flame, just let the dirt forget my name. Let wind and stars the story cloak. I buried it beneath the oak. Some folks die in towns and beds, but me, I chose the sky instead. No one owns the wind, you see, and now the wind remembers me. I buried